Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, replaying every conversation, every glance, every moment with her, trying to decode what it all means? You're not alone. The truth is, while women are incredibly expressive, their signals can feel like they're written in a language most men never learn to speak. But here's what most people don't tell you: she's already showing you exactly how she feels. You just need to know what to look for. Stay with me for the next few minutes, because by the end of this video, you'll have absolute clarity on the 7 unmistakable signs that she's into you. And I promise you, number 6 is going to completely change how you see your interactions with her. Welcome back to Aphorism Archive, where we dive deep into the psychology of relationships, master the art of communication, and embark on transformative journeys of self-improvement. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we're building a community of people committed to becoming the best versions of themselves. So let's get into it. Sign 1. Her body language opens up around you. If you want to understand what someone truly feels, don't just listen to their words, watch their body. The human body is an incredibly honest communication system, often revealing truths that words try to hide. When a woman is attracted to you, her body language transforms in specific, measurable ways. Let's break down the science behind this. First, there's what researchers call orienting behavior. When she likes you, her body naturally turns toward you. Her feet point in your direction. Her shoulders face you squarely. Even in a group setting, her torso orients toward you like a compass pointing north. This isn't a conscious decision, it's an automatic response driven by interest and attraction. Next, observe her openness. Does she cross her arms and create barriers between you, or does she keep her posture open and relaxed? When someone feels comfortable and attracted, they unconsciously remove physical barriers. She might lean in when you talk, reduce the physical distance between you, or find reasons to enter your personal space. The eyes, they never lie. When she's into you, her eye contact is different. It's longer, more frequent, and often accompanied by dilated pupils, which is an involuntary physiological response to attraction. She holds your gaze when you speak, and when she looks away, it's often downward or to the side with a slight smile, a classic sign of attraction mixed with a touch of nervousness. Now, let's talk about mirroring. This is one of the most fascinating aspects of human connection. When two people are in sync, they unconsciously mirror each other's movements, gestures, and even speech patterns. If you lean back, she leans back. If you cross your legs, she might do the same. If you speak softly, her volume adjusts to match yours. This phenomenon, called the chameleon effect in psychology, happens automatically when we like someone and want to build rapport. Touch is another powerful indicator, but it's nuanced. When a woman likes you, she'll find natural, appropriate ways to create physical contact. A light touch on your arm when she's making a point. Playfully pushing you when you make her laugh. Brushing lint off your shoulder. These micro-touches are her way of testing comfort levels and creating intimacy. Pay attention to her hands as well. Are they fidgeting with her jewelry, playing with her hair, or adjusting her clothing when she's around you? These self-soothing gestures often indicate nervous energy, the good kind of nervous that comes with attraction. She's unconsciously trying to present herself well because your opinion matters. Her smile is another tell. The genuine smile, what psychologists call a Duchenne smile, involves not just the mouth but the eyes. The corners of her eyes crinkle, her whole face lights up, and it's sustained rather than fleeting. When you see this smile directed at you repeatedly, especially when you're not even trying to be funny or charming, that's a strong signal. And here's something most people miss: her energy shifts. When you enter a room, does her posture change? Does she become more animated, more engaged, more present? This elevation in energy is a clear sign that your presence affects her in a positive way. Sign 2, she makes time for you. let's have a real conversation about time. In our modern world, time is the most valuable currency we have. We're all busy, juggling careers, responsibilities, social obligations, personal growth. So when someone consistently makes time for you despite a packed schedule, that tells you everything you need to know about their priorities. Here's a truth bomb: people make time for what matters to them. Always. When a woman is genuinely interested in you, she doesn't just fit you into her schedule, she rearranges things to make room for you. She doesn't consistently cancel plans or push you to next week. Instead, if she genuinely can't make something work, she suggests an alternative. She doesn't leave you hanging with vague promises of maybe sometime. She commits to specific plans. I want you to think about this carefully. How does she respond when you suggest getting together? Is there enthusiasm in her response? Does she say things like, "I'd love to, but I have this commitment, how about Thursday instead?" Or does she give you lukewarm responses without offering alternatives? Here's another layer: she creates opportunities to spend time with you. Maybe she invites you to events she's attending. Perhaps she suggests activities she thinks you'd both enjoy. She might even go out of her way to be in places where she knows you'll be. This isn't stalking, it's strategic interest. And let's talk about the quality of time she spends with you. Is she fully present, or is she constantly checking her phone and seeming distracted? When someone values you, they give you their attention. They put the phone away. They engage in the conversation. They're genuinely curious about what you're saying and experiencing the moment with you. Here's a subtle but powerful sign: she extends your time together. You make plans to grab coffee, and 2 hours later, you're still talking. You meet up for what was supposed to be a quick lunch, and she doesn't rush off when it's over. Instead, she suggests walking somewhere together or asks if you want to check out that new bookstore nearby. These extensions aren't accidents, they're her way of saying, "I'm not ready for this to end." Consider also how she integrates you into different aspects of her life. Does she invite you to meet her friends? Does she include you in group activities? Does she mention you to the important people in her life? When someone is serious about their interest in you, they don't compartmentalize you. They weave you into the fabric of their social world. Now, I want to address something important. Making time for someone doesn't mean abandoning your own life or being available 24/7. Healthy relationships require balance. What we're looking for is consistent effort and genuine prioritization. She has her own life, her own passions, her own commitments, and she still makes you a priority within that framework. Pay attention to the sacrifices she's willing to make. Does she occasionally skip an activity she could do any week to spend time with you? Does she choose dinner with you over Netflix and relaxation when she's had a long day? These choices reveal priorities. And here's the thing about modern dating culture: we're all presented with endless options and distractions. Social media, dating apps, busy social calendars. So when someone chooses to invest their limited time in building something with you, that choice carries significant weight. Don't take it lightly. Sign 3. She initiates contact and keeps conversations alive. Here's a fundamental truth about human behavior: we invest time and energy into what we value. Think about your own life for a moment. How often do you reach out to people you're not interested in? How much effort do you put into maintaining conversations with people who don't matter to you? Exactly. When a woman genuinely likes you, she doesn't wait for you to make all the moves. She reaches out. She sends that good morning text. She shares random thoughts throughout the day. She asks you questions about your life, your dreams, your weekend plans. And here's the crucial part: she doesn't just respond to your messages, she keeps the conversation going. Let me paint you a picture. You send her a message, and she replies with more than just LOL or yeah. She asks follow-up questions. She shares stories. She brings up things you mentioned 3 days ago, proving she was actually listening. This isn't coincidence. This is intentionality. Research in social psychology shows that people who are romantically interested demonstrate what's called reciprocal self-disclosure. This means they match your level of openness and vulnerability, and often exceed it. When she shares personal details, asks about your feelings, and creates opportunities for deeper connection, she's building intimacy deliberately. But here's where it gets interesting. Pay attention to the timing and frequency. Does she text you during her lunch break? Does she reach out when she's had a good day and wants to share it with you? Does she think of you when she sees something funny or interesting? These aren't random acts. They're evidence that you occupy mental real estate in her mind. Now, I want to be clear about something important. This doesn't mean she's going to bombard you with messages 24/7. Healthy interest respects boundaries and has its own rhythm. But what you're looking for is consistency and genuine engagement. She's not playing games with response times. She's not making you feel like you're bothering her. Instead, there's a natural flow to your communication that feels easy and reciprocal. Think about the quality of her questions too. Is she asking surface-level stuff, or is she digging deeper? Does she want to know about your childhood, your passions, what keeps you up at night? When someone asks these kinds of questions, they're not making small talk, they're conducting research. They're learning who you are because they're genuinely interested in knowing you. And here's a subtle but powerful indicator: she remembers the small things. You mentioned once that you love a particular band, and 2 weeks later, she sends you a song from them. You told her about a stressful presentation at work, and she checks in afterward to see how it went. This level of attentiveness doesn't happen by accident. It happens when someone cares. Sign 4, she shows genuine interest in your life and dreams. There's a profound difference between someone who asks questions to fill silence and someone who asks because they genuinely want to understand who you are. When a woman likes you, she's not just interested in surface-level facts. She wants to understand your story, your motivations, your dreams, and what makes you tick. Think about the last meaningful conversation you had with her. Was she asking questions that required real thought? Questions like what made you choose your career, or what's something you've always wanted to do but haven't yet, or what were you like as a kid? These aren't casual conversation fillers, they're excavations into your identity. Here's what this looks like in practice. She remembers things you've told her weeks or months ago and brings them up later. You mentioned you were working on a project, and she follows up to see how it's going. You talked about a childhood dream, and she asks if you've thought more about pursuing it. This level of retention and recall only happens when someone is genuinely invested in your narrative. But it goes deeper than memory. She celebrates your wins. When you accomplish something, big or small, her enthusiasm is genuine. She doesn't diminish your achievements or make them about herself. Instead, she amplifies your joy and takes pride in your success. This is what psychologists call capitalization, the sharing of positive events with others, and how your partner responds to your good news is a powerful predictor of relationship quality and satisfaction. On the flip side, she's also there during struggles. She asks how you're really doing, not just how are you. She notices when something's off. She creates space for you to be vulnerable. And when you share challenges or fears, she doesn't immediately try to fix everything or minimize your feelings. She listens. She validates. She supports. Let me share something crucial. When someone truly cares about you, they're interested in your growth. She doesn't want to keep you in a box that serves her needs. She encourages you to pursue your passions, even when they don't directly involve her. She asks about your goals and supports your evolution as a person. This is what separates genuine interest from possessive attachment. Watch how she responds when you talk about things you're passionate about. Does she engage, ask follow-up questions, and show curiosity? Or do her eyes glaze over and she changes the subject? When you light up talking about music, travel, philosophy, or whatever moves you, does she lean in or tune out? Here's another telling behavior. She introduces you to things she thinks you'd like based on what she's learned about you. She sends you articles related to your interests. She mentions podcasts you might enjoy. She invites you to events that align with your passions. This shows she's not just collecting information, she's actively thinking about you and what would enrich your life. And let's talk about the future. Does she ask about your plans, your dreams, where you see yourself heading? Does she talk about future events, even casual ones, with an implicit assumption that you'll still be in each other's lives? Things like we should check out that new restaurant when it opens, or you'd love this festival that happens in the summer. These casual references to a shared future indicate that she sees you as part of her ongoing story. She also values your opinion. She asks what you think about decisions she's making. She wants your perspective on things happening in her life. She trusts your judgment and respects your insights. When someone values your opinion, it means they value your mind, and that's a deep form of respect and attraction. Sign 5. She laughs at your jokes and creates inside jokes with you. Laughter is one of the most powerful bonding mechanisms humans have. It's a universal language that transcends culture, background, and circumstance. And when it comes to attraction, laughter is an incredibly revealing indicator. Here's what research tells us. Women laugh significantly more around men they're attracted to. This isn't about you being the funniest person alive, it's about her being predisposed to find joy in your company. Your humor resonates with her differently than it might with someone who's not interested. Pay attention to the quality and frequency of her laughter. Does she laugh easily when you're together? Does she find humor in things that might not be objectively hilarious? Does she smile before you've even delivered the punchline because she's anticipating sharing a moment of levity with you? But here's where it gets really interesting: inside jokes. When two people create a shared language of humor, references, callbacks, private jokes that only make sense to the two of you, they're building intimacy. These inside jokes are like relationship shorthand. They say we share experiences and perspectives that are uniquely ours. Think about it. She remembers that funny thing that happened 3 weeks ago and brings it up at the perfect moment. You have phrases or references that would make no sense to anyone else but send both of you into laughter. You've developed a rhythm of playful banter that feels effortless and natural. This is relationship building in real time. There's also playful teasing. When a woman likes you, she'll often engage in light, affectionate teasing. It's never mean-spirited or hurtful, it's a form of play. She might gently mock that quirky thing you do or give you a hard time about your terrible taste in music, but it's all delivered with warmth and a smile. This teasing is actually a sign of comfort and affection. It says, "I feel safe enough with you to play." And you'll notice she laughs at herself around you too. She's not trying to maintain a perfect image or be perpetually impressive. She'll share embarrassing stories, admit to silly mistakes, and laugh at her own quirks. This vulnerability through humor indicates trust and comfort. Here's something subtle but important: the way she looks at you when she laughs. Is there eye contact? Does she touch your arm? Does her laughter linger, and does she seem reluctant to let the moment end? These micro-behaviors reveal that the laughter isn't just about the joke, it's about enjoying the experience of being with you. Research in evolutionary psychology suggests that shared humor is one of the strongest predictors of relationship satisfaction and longevity. Couples who laugh together navigate challenges better, communicate more effectively, and report higher levels of happiness. So when she's creating opportunities for shared laughter, she's unconsciously investing in potential long-term compatibility. Notice also if she tries to make you laugh. Does she share funny stories or memes? Does she do impressions or make silly faces? When someone wants to be a source of joy in your life, when they actively try to make you smile and laugh, that's a clear sign they care about your happiness. And here's the emotional intelligence piece. She knows when not to joke. She can read the room and recognize when you need seriousness, support, or depth. The ability to toggle between playfulness and sincerity shows emotional maturity and genuine care for your emotional state. Sign 6. She gets a little nervous around you. Now, this is the sign I promised would change your perspective, and here's why. We often misinterpret nervousness as disinterest or discomfort. But in many cases, especially early in a connection, nervousness is actually a sign of how much someone cares about making a good impression. Let me explain the psychology behind this. When we're around someone we're attracted to, our bodies activate the sympathetic nervous system, the same system that governs the fight or flight response. This isn't because we're in danger, it's because the stakes feel high. She cares about what you think of her. She wants to say the right things, be interesting, be attractive. And that internal pressure creates physical manifestations of nervousness. What does this look like in practice? She might fidget more when you're around, playing with her jewelry, tucking her hair behind her ears repeatedly, adjusting her clothing. She might have moments where she stumbles over words or loses her train of thought mid-sentence. She might laugh a little too enthusiastically at something or become unusually self-conscious about small things. Here's a classic one, the voice shift. Research shows that women often unconsciously raise the pitch of their voice slightly when talking to men they're attracted to. It's a subtle change, but if you pay attention, you might notice she sounds different talking to you than she does talking to her friends or colleagues. You might also notice she seeks validation from you in small ways. She asks if you like her outfit. She mentions a skill or accomplishment and watches for your reaction. She checks whether you're having a good time. These aren't signs of insecurity, they're signs that your opinion matters to her. Now, here's the nuanced part. As she becomes more comfortable with you over time, some of this nervousness will naturally fade. That's healthy. What you're looking for is that sweet spot where she's comfortable enough to be herself but still cares enough about your connection that there's a spark of nervous energy when you're together. But let me be clear about something crucial. Not everyone shows nervousness in obvious ways. Some people are naturally confident and poised. So the absence of visible nervousness doesn't mean she's not interested. What you're looking for is the totality of signs, not any single indicator in isolation. That said, certain types of nervousness are particularly telling. Does she seem a little flustered when you compliment her? Does she have a harder time maintaining eye contact during more intimate or vulnerable moments of conversation? Does she seem to care more about how she looks when she knows she's going to see you? Here's another layer, nervous excitement. It's not just about being anxious, it's about being energized by your presence. She might talk a little faster, gesture more animatedly, or have a brightness in her eyes that indicates heightened emotional engagement. This kind of positive nervous energy is a powerful sign of attraction. And watch what happens during moments of closer physical proximity. If you're sitting next to each other or standing close in conversation, does her breathing change? Does she seem hyper-aware of the space between you? These physiological responses are largely involuntary and very revealing. The key insight here is this: when someone is indifferent, they're relaxed to the point of being detached. They don't have nervous energy because the outcome doesn't matter to them. But when someone is invested, when your opinion and the potential of the connection actually matters, there's a charge to the interaction. That charge might manifest as nervousness, and it's often a very good sign. Sign 7, she shows you different sides of herself. This final sign might be the most profound because it speaks to trust, vulnerability, and the desire for authentic connection. When a woman really likes you, she doesn't just present a carefully curated version of herself designed to impress. She lets you see the full spectrum of who she is, the polished and the messy, the strong and the vulnerable, the confident and the uncertain. Think about how we typically present ourselves to new people. We show our highlight reel. We're charming, we're put together, we share our best stories and showcase our strengths. This is natural and fine for casual acquaintances. But when someone is interested in building something real with you, they eventually start letting the walls down. What does this look like? She shares her fears and insecurities. Not in a heavy, overwhelming way, but gradually, she lets you see the things she struggles with. She might tell you about a difficult family relationship, a professional setback, or something she's self-conscious about. This vulnerability is a gift. It means she trusts you with the tender parts of herself. She shows you her different moods and states. Not every interaction is upbeat and energetic. Sometimes she's tired. Sometimes she's stressed. Sometimes she's introspective and quiet. Instead of hiding these states, she allows you to see her in different emotional contexts. This is crucial because she's showing you what a real relationship with her would actually look like, not just the highlight reel. She reveals her quirks and oddities. Maybe she has a bizarre sense of humor. Maybe she's obsessed with a TV show from the 90s. Maybe she has a strange collection or an unusual hobby. When she shares these parts of herself, the things that don't fit the cool and impressive narrative, she's saying this is who I really am, and I want you to know the real me. You see her without makeup or in casual clothes. She doesn't feel the need to be perfectly put together every time you interact. Now, this doesn't mean she stops making an effort. It means she's comfortable enough to show you the unfiltered version of herself sometimes. This comfort is a sign of deepening intimacy. She disagrees with you sometimes. A woman who's trying to impress might agree with everything you say. But a woman who's building something real feels safe enough to have her own opinions and express them. She knows that authentic connection requires being genuine, even when that means not seeing eye to eye on everything. She involves you in different aspects of her life. You're not just the person she sees for dates. She invites you into her world, her hobbies, her friend groups, her family, her regular routines. You might meet her for a morning run, help her pick out paint colors for her apartment, or get invited to her cousin's birthday party. This integration means she's envisioning you as part of her full life, not just a separate dating compartment. Here's something really important. She shows you her values through action. You see how she treats service workers, how she talks about her family, how she handles stress, how she approaches challenges. These unguarded moments reveal character, and she's confident enough in who she is to let you witness all of it. And perhaps most tellingly, she's interested in showing you different aspects of yourself too. She creates environments and opportunities for you to reveal your own depth. She asks questions that pull out different sides of your personality. She wants to know the full you, not just the version you present on a first date. This mutual revelation, this gradual unveiling of authentic selves, is the foundation of genuine intimacy. When she's willing to be truly seen by you, imperfections and all, she's expressing something profound, that she values the potential of what you're building together more than the safety of maintaining a perfect facade. So there you have it, 7 clear, scientifically backed signs that she's into you. She initiates contact and keeps conversations alive, because you matter to her. Her body language opens up around you, her physical self mirrors her emotional interest. She makes time for you no matter how busy she is, because people prioritize what they value. She shows genuine interest in your life and dreams. She wants to understand the real you. She laughs at your jokes and creates inside jokes with you. Shared joy builds intimate bonds. She gets a little nervous around you, because your opinion matters and the stakes feel high. And she shows you different sides of herself, trusting you with her authentic, unfiltered self. Now, here's what I want you to understand. Relationships aren't about checking boxes or collecting signs like evidence. They're about two people choosing to see each other, value each other, and build something meaningful together. If you're seeing multiple signs from this list, you're likely experiencing mutual interest. The question now is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to continue analyzing from the sidelines, or are you going to take a risk? Are you going to have an honest conversation about where this is going? Are you going to invest yourself as fully as she's investing in you? Remember, the most attractive quality you can possess is authentic confidence, not arrogance, but the quiet certainty that you're worth knowing and that you have something valuable to offer. Show up as your genuine self. Be present. Be intentional. And trust that the right person will recognize your value and reciprocate your interest. If this video helped bring you clarity, do me a favor, hit that like button and drop a comment sharing your thoughts or experiences. Have you noticed these signs in your own life? What happened next? Your stories help build this community. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Aphorism Archive and turn on notifications. We're on this journey of growth together, improving our relationships, mastering communication, and becoming the people we're meant to be. Remember, understanding the signs is important, but action is what changes everything. Don't let fear of vulnerability keep you from experiencing the connection you deserve. Until next time, stay conscious, stay intentional, and keep growing.